Ash from Super Videos back for another video for Season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead. In this one, we're going to be doing the promo breakdown for Season 3, Episode 14 of Fear the Walking Dead, which is going to be called El Matadero. Again, I don't know Spanish, so I don't exactly know what that means, but maybe that's a good thing because it seems like the titles with Fear are basically spoiling things. The one with Jake dying was called Brother's Keeper, and it was a red flag that something was going to happen to Jake, and something did happen to Jake. So maybe not knowing the title and what it means is a good thing. But before we actually get into the breakdown, I just want to discuss quickly and briefly my opinions about the last episode, Season 3, Episode 13. The last episode was one of those episodes that I didn't enjoy. Again, with Fear, there's a lot more episodes I don't enjoy than there are episodes that I enjoy, and it could just be me and my taste and what I like, but I just don't feel connected to the characters. I don't feel excited for the storyline they're telling. I don't feel interested in what they're trying to do. Now, this episode did have a good thing. The idea of running out of air was, in my opinion, something fresh and something new. It was a bit of a fresh air, no pun intended, but I feel like it was something that wasn't explored before, and they did a good job of bringing it forward. Now, of course, in my opinion, they didn't do a great job doing it because it felt like they had a great idea, but they didn't utilize it well. But I thought that, that idea was good. So the basis of the episode, top notch. But the execution, I don't think that it delivered. Now, again, with the characters splitting up, I am starting to really get frustrated with that because, again, we have Alicia splitting off. And, it's just the idea that all of these characters seem to be doing the dumbest things and making the dumbest decisions just so that they can split them up. That's what's annoying me the most. Now, obviously, before we had Nick making stupid decisions and splitting up. Now we have Alicia making stupid decisions and splitting up. And, those things are just really frustrating me. And I'm really starting to get frustrated with Madison because Madison as a character is not doing what a mother would do. When your child is leaving like that, you wouldn't just stand there and, accept it. So there's a lot of things that don't feel like it would happen in real life and don't feel realistic and natural, and that's what's annoying me the most. So it wasn't a terrible episode, but it wasn't a great episode whatsoever. So let's get right into the breakdown.
On the next episode of AMC's Fear the Walking Dead.
So that first two shots we had Alicia, so it seems like maybe she is coming back. She's not leaving forever, because that's what I thought initially, but after seeing this trailer, obviously she's going to come back, so she's just splitting up from the group. Now, the other thing that's very interesting is this shot here. Now, at first, I thought this was Michonne, mainly because of the pose. It seems like she's just gonna hit a walker with a katana, but it's not Michonne. It looks a lot like her from this angle, but it seems like it's not Michonne, which makes sense. But also, it seems like that might just be the character from the Passage miniseries that's connected or supposed to be connected to Fear the Walking Dead. And we're almost at the end of the season, so if those characters are going to come into this season, this has to be it. So I feel like this might just be her. I don't exactly know about the character's name. I only saw a couple episodes of Passage anyway, but it seems like this is her. Now, I don't know if she's going to come in contact with Alicia or someone else. So we're going to have to wait and see.
We're about to walk into a deal.
I know what we're walking into.
And then we have an argument between Strand and Madison, it seems, because it seems like Strand doesn't want to go into this deal because obviously this is not a deal anymore. They're just going to stay there. And perhaps the people at the dam are not going to accept them, and there's going to be a conflict there. And, Strand is smart enough to kind of realize that and kind of think about it, but Madison seems to shut that down and want to get on with it, no matter what happens. And I'm pretty sure that's going to cost them something. Again, because Madison is most likely going to make a stupid decision. But we have Alicia shooting a gun here, which is very cool.
Get in your car, get out of here!
We have Alicia screaming, get in your car and get out of here. Now, I don't know who this is, and I don't even know if that's Alicia saying it. It definitely sounds like her. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Maybe someone comes across her and tries to take stuff from her, and maybe she's just trying to defend herself. We're going to have to wait and see, but it's going to be interesting to see how Alicia survives by her own. Obviously, I'm not a fan of that idea because I don't like all of the characters splitting up, but again, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. We have this guy who is one of the members that was with Walker's group, and he screams, "Stop the truck." And he gets off the truck and starts running. Now, if you remember last episode, we had Ophelia and this guy in the back of the truck. And now it seems like Ophelia's not there. Maybe she fell, maybe something happened to her, but this definitely shows that something happened to Ophelia. So, in fear, they seem to be spoiling things themselves. Because obviously now we know something might happen to Ophelia. So, I just wish that they didn't have something like this scene in here. But we're gonna have to wait and see. We have Walker saying put an end to this, and Madison hands him a knife in another scene. Not sure if this is related to what happened to Ophelia. It might be. This might just be Walker standing over Ophelia's dead body. And he might want the knife to basically kill her so she doesn't come back as a Walker. Again, all of these seem to be spoiling Ophelia's death. So I'll be more shocked if Ophelia survives and nothing happens to her. And this is not about Ophelia at all. Because if it is, it's just spoiled.
I don't know what I would do without you.
We have Madison saying, "I don't know what I would do without you," to Nick. Again, Madison is just frustrating me. She basically let Alicia go without even crying or anything. Now she's telling Nick, "I don't know what I would do without you." So she's just annoying. Now, one thing, I don't know why Nick is still with her. Maybe he came back, maybe something happened there, I don't know. But we're going to have to wait and see. Now, the other thing is, if you remember in this trailer, there was a part where Alicia says, "Get in your truck and go." Now I'm starting to think that might be Nick and Troy, because obviously they did go after her. But we have another pretty funny and interesting scene here. We have Troy saying Nick, and, Troy is covered in blood, and as we see, Nick is also covered in blood. He's going right towards the walkers. So it seems like he is basically using the same strategy he was using before to cover himself in guts and go through the walkers and not be noticed. But obviously Troy doesn't notice, so he's very scared, which is very cool and interesting. Because I don't think I remember the last time Troy was scared. So it's interesting to see him in this kind of shape.
Where's Ophelia?
We have Danielle saying, "Where's Ophelia?" So it seems like they are going to basically have the deal or go into the deal, because Danielle is waiting for Ophelia and they're all there. Now, I don't know if anything happens to Ophelia, if it happens before or after, but it's most likely going to be before, because this is nighttime and that was daytime. We have someone grabbing Strand. I don't know if I recognize this guy. He might be from the dam.
Fear the Walking Dead. Go to AMC.com.
That's basically it for the promo breakdown. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.